card, and I charge for this. I'm sick of the Mars, and I treat my like an ATM card. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. She's in the building and she's feeling herself. She's looking bad, but I'm willing to help. Stop it, baby, you're yourself. Come on, I got your back. We can chill in my delt. I'm feeling myself too. Man, just imagine some of the things we can do. Then we can catch the stove before 2. We can hit my go get.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Kings looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Sacramento. And it's the Warriors to start out. Now here's Curry. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And here's Westbrook after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
Ooh, what a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
Right side Curry. Outside Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Kings with possession. It's a three-point game. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Just over a minute played here in the start of the game. To the inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie, as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years, that seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Now, here's Curry following the miss by DeRozan. Here's Richard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And G.A., we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
Now here's Levine. After the miss from Stephen Curry.
Good job by Levine fighting for that position.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Doug Christie. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks. Back to Westbrook. It's good from long range. Westbrook's at 5 now.
And this is big. I mean, when Westbrook is connecting from deep, it just opens everything else up for his offense. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. .135 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Melton. To the middle. Green in the post. The layup missed. And from technical fouls, 10 to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
On its way from DeRozan for two. A quick shot there, and it's off target. On the wing, Melton. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. There's 25 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Back to Levine. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside DeRozan. Offline from the top of the key. It's all tied in Sacramento. And will return shortly. 14. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Monk outside. Ellis wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ellis has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
And there's the call on Precious Achiuwa. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Moody. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Kings leading now by 3. Back to Achiuwa. Pass to Monk. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Monk. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Schroeder. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Jimmy Butler shooting. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Kings.
I like how they work the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
So both teams making some changes here. Free throw, no good for Butler. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Here's Curry to score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Now, here's Monk. Still scoreless. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Westbrook missing. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Back to you, Kevin.
Paying tribute. Nice job. Okay, thank you, Allie. The Kings leading. Here's DeRozan. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
Curry from deep three-point land. And the Warriors, another 3.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid, coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now here's Westbrook after the miss from Stephen Curry. Launches a 3. Curry. What else is new?
Curry is just lethal from outside.
It's Westbrook with the drive.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Curry fires from way outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Levine. Murray outside. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
Number 20, Al Horford.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 13. Lays it up off the glass. Westbrook's got 15 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Kings on top, up 4. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports.
32.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So here's Westbrook. Outside, Levine. Back to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
And you have to love how hard Westbrook goes. It's what allows him to take over games like this.
Here's Curry. And Westbrook pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 6. Outside, Levine. Outside, Westbrook. Clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And here are the Kings now after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Inside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
And they need to stay aggressive on defense so they can protect that lead with everything they've got.
Now here's Hield. Scoreless thus far. Good on the triple. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Here's DeRozan. Murray outside. Kings moving the ball around. Back to Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Fires the 3. And it's Curry with the rebound. Warriors trailed by 6. From deep. Rebound by Murray. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Sacramento. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game. And not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. change here. Warriors trailed by 9. Here's Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Back to Westbrook. 1:09 left to play in the third. Shot good by Achua.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
And it goes down 2 points. Curry's got 31.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
And that one drops. And the Kings lead by 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Levine. Fires the 3. Traps in the tray. And it's a 9-point Sacramento lead. And so it's Sacramento in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And here are the Warriors now. Here's Butler. Monk grabs the board. Kings leading now by 9. To the paint. The dunk by Achua.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
3-pointer, Butler. Oh, Butler draining the 3.
And Butler, a real pro, just at realizing when to pull up against the D. Amazing concentration there on the wing.
Now, here's DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Warriors with the rebound. Butler with the ball. It's over Schroeder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart. But Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will. And he saves his best for the postseason.
The Warriors making a switch here. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
A highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
Back to DeRozan. Pass to Monk. Launches it. No good on that one. Warriors trail by 7. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
So oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Diving in. Basket good. And the Kings lead by 9.
And you can see it in his eyes there. Monk was determined to get to the basket there. And even with the contact, stays focused enough to convert the shot.
Schroeder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Now here's Curry. Fires from way outside. It misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Now Curry. Following a three-point attempt by DeRozan. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Curry, laser-guided shot from deep range.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
The long shot, no good.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the three.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Hield. Now Curry.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Kings. Levine outside. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So here's Westbrook. Puts it up from 12.
And on defense, Curry's quickness really pays off. Able to stay all over the shooter.
From outside, Murray rips down the board. Kings leading out by 8. For 3. And it doesn't go. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Stephen Curry knocks down the 3.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Now here's Hield, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. The 3 is off. It's stolen by Hield. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry, what a finish!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Fearless. I mean, we haven't seen many like Russ. Guys who crave the biggest moments. You want someone like that on your team.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball. He rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player. Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And does the pressure affect it? Nope, not that time. Not for players who practice these moments. Well executed.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throw.
Curry fires. That one misses, and a chance to tie it up. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Curry. The 3 goes down.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 3-point game.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing?